Happy Wednesday! Hello, everybody. Hi. Do you want to know something really funny, chat? Of course you do. But first things first. Plumberry Muffin, congratulations. You were the first viewer to redeem first this stream. So pat yourself on the back. You, sir, do get to be first. And also, thank you very much, Plum, for redeeming word of the stream for Moosh. Just real big, real mooshy. Very good moosh energy. What what is what's it stand for? I'd like to know that. And once I have it on the board, Mexico! It just stands for moosh. Oh my gosh, it's not even representative. It's just moosh today. Our delightful, wonderful friend, Moosh. Okay, well, the good news is, we have some snacks incoming, would be my guess. Uh, because I have a small story for y'all. Just a small story. Just a little silly thing that happened right before stream. Poison Darth Frog 10 stream streak. I want to make a joke and be like, Poison Darth Frog is here more consistently than I am. And sometimes that might be true if I'm very bad at announcing when I will not be here. Moosh. Our dearest, bestest friend. And also our horse. It stands for Lord of the Rings Return of the King. um, Lord of the Rings Return of the King, obviously. Each letter has a representative. I don't know. It's fine. That was pretty funny, Plum. Okay, so, chat. I have a funny story. And I have Mexico. Thank you so much for redeeming Let's Go to the Lobby, aka Eat Everything. Ooh, I left my dehydrate behind. Chad, I left my dehydrate behind. Oh no, whatever will I do? I'm gonna have to get up and get it, but I do have one, I promise. So I will be back very shortly with a story, and with a snack. Talk amongst yourselves, I suppose. I'll 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 be right here. Hey, look, I'm back. Of course it makes sense, Plum. It's something that you said. It makes perfect sense. I crinkle my snack. Okay. Okay, so chat. Look at this beautiful scene in front of you. Dehydrate, hydrate, seasonal candy, non-seasonal candy. Ooh, that bag tore weird. That's okay. Look at this beautiful scene in front of you, chat. It's dangerous to go alone. Take a kitty. You see Poison Darth Frog, you understand. Thank you so much for redeeming Kiju and Jujuan. Not only have I definitely done that, I've done that in maybe the funniest possible way. I have munchies for my dehydrate today because I couldn't pick a lane, so I picked like all of them. The best thing about eating munchies is when you like make a sandwich out of a bunch of different ones and then just like eat all of that. So, I literally held it until morning like a love song. All through the night. So, chat, it is no secret that this is my favorite spot in this game. There are kitties, and they love you, and they meow at you, and they're so cute. And when you're a dog, they still meow at you, but then they also talk to you. You can play with the little ball in the corner, and it's so cute. And so I'm pretty sure I ended my stream 2 weeks ago in this courtyard with these cats. But when I reloaded my save, I was not in this courtyard with these cats because of course I wasn't. So I turned around and ran back because it's important. I wanted us to open stream with the beautiful cats right there so that it could be soothing and happy and wonderful and everyone would be delighted. Now, what's important to note is this black and white cat, this is the one that like sometimes finds you when you're outside of this particular square. The other cats don't leave it, but sometimes this cat does. And so this cat is the biggest cat. It's the cat that like we've talked to the most. And so I chose to pick this cat up in preparation for this pose for the start of this stream, chat. I did all of that. And then I put my controller down to the side. And I did not press any buttons while I did that. However, as I lay my controller down, to my horror, I watched Link not drop the cat, fully throw the cat like it was a bomb. Just fling. And let me tell you, chat, that made the cat very upset. So the cat started running around this little courtyard. I'm very lucky the cat did not run away from this little courtyard. I think because I, as the player, am in the courtyard, the cat does not do its optional leave this space. But it was running like crazy. And so as part of my stream setup today, chat, I had to spend like 2 minutes of my normal minutes spent doing useful things chasing this cat so that I could pick it up again to give you this beautiful genteel pose of pure calm and love and devotion between Link and this cat. You would not know that this cat has been sprinting around like wildfire because the second that I picked the cat up, the cat was fine. Cat was fine with me again. Cat was fine with me again. Which means the cat has successfully forgiven Link for his terrible, terrible choice to just yeet the cat. Mort of the O's sequel of the He Royal. Very funny. You know what? Yes, I fully accept that breakdown. Poison Darth Fug, that's very clever. So anyway, chat, wonderful to see you. So I've had my dehydrate. Thank you again, Mehiko, for that. Time to get my hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. Because that is very important. And it is still April, though barely. And so I still have lovely Easter eggs for my April seasonal candy. Followed by a non-seasonal candy afterwards. But I have to eat the egg first. Gotta open it. Yum, 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 yum. I'm very pleased I was able to find the cat again. It would have been a terrible stream to know that I had betrayed the cat. So the thing is, chat, there was a lot of stuff that I was going to do today. Like, there's a bunch of in-betweens that I can still accomplish. But I just want to point out, for posterity, for when I forget. That's very hard to see. There's a flag on this screen now that wasn't there before. And that makes me feel like I know where I'm supposed to go next. Which is weird, because I remember being confused. I went and I got the Master Sword, and then I didn't know where I was supposed to go in the game, and it wasn't telling me anything. But apparently, there's a flag in Castletown at, like, the doctor's place, where we went the first time, so I'm probably gonna have to run back there at some point. But I still think I'm probably gonna spend a little bit of time doing side quests today. We go and questing with the bestin'. Oh my gosh, it's almost the end of the day, and I'm still holding this cat. Link has officially held this cat for 2 entire days and 1 night. Is it Spider House of Spiders? I certainly hope not. If it is Spider House of Spiders, goodbye. I'm fine. I mean, maybe if it's Spider House of Spiders, we'll just have to come back here and cuddle each one of the cats. So I put that one down. And I pick this one up. See how he's littler? He like cuddles more into the shoulder. Very cute. And then we pick this one up. How nice. How nice. I need to give them all their turn. Yay! Oh, that one meowed at me. Oh, this one's a baby, look! The double hit. Again! Again! What button that? Link, why would you do that? I did not touch anything. Kitty, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Kitty. I'm so sorry. You're so little. You're like the littlest one. I know! I was not even holding the controller at that moment, chat. It is not my fault. I don't know what he's doing. See, I put them down gently. Hello, other little kitty. Oh my gosh, there's like 2 kittens. Oh, they're too cute. Okay. Guys, I actually like have a job. I can't just stay there forever, even though I want to. Even though I definitely want to. I wonder, it's either motion controls or it's one of the bumper buttons, like ZL, ZR, L, or R, that's like connecting with something just enough that the button feels like it's connecting. Because I am putting this on my lap, and there are several buttons that are technically touchable. But I'm just not willing to test it to try to figure it out, because I would never condone cruelty to animals like that. Dag nabbit. I know you weren't here and you had nothing to do with it, but dag nabbit. Okay. No, I do not want fortune telling. I don't think I want this either. Agatha's castle. Okay. So I think I'm checking a couple spots where there's like indicators on the map of like quests. The star game, yes, I remember the star game. Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Oh, the puppy's so hefty. Do I practice throwing the dog, chat? That somehow feels slightly less cruel than throwing the cat. But I still don't want to. Here. You're the bestest boy. What a good boy. What a good boy. So there's a few side quests. There's probably some things. This is intimidating. I have some regrets. Is this a cage match? Am I gonna have to fight an ever-increasing wave of enemies? Shoulder buttons are definitely responsible for various irreparable calamities. Upon setting the controller down to avoid accidentally causing irreparable calamities. That is exactly how I feel. I was like, I don't want to like hurt my setup. I'm just gonna put the controller down, and then just the next thing I know, the kitten is just flung out of Link's arms, and I'm like, how could he do such a thing? I'm fully willing to blame the game. Hello, Kate. Ponza is ready. You came in at exactly the right time. I'm slightly intimidated by this game. Greetings and salutations, good sir. Welcome to the kingdom of hopes and fondest dreams. In this place, you can taste the life of a circus star and get your hands on gear that boggles minds. Okay? It is our earnest hope that you find delight playing the Star Game. Oof. The rules are exceedingly simple. Okay, no, but chat, for real, this is hilarious, because this is the level of effort I put into making this an acrostic. Well, I, and mostly Poison Darthrug, put into making this an acrostic for Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Look at this acrostic for star. S for so you must endeavor. So all you must endeavor to do is T, track down all the glowing orbs, A, and collect them all before time, R, runs out. Is this the ironically good-looking twin of the Nightmare Clown? It's honestly hard to see past his fashion choices. Maybe this is Tingle in this game. But honestly, he does kind of have the same energy. Like the Nightmare Clown with the chicken game, and then this guy with the star game. It does kind of feel like they went in different directions. Yeah, very Tingle-esque. It's green, there's a pointy hat. The pointy hat even like curls a little bit. No, I understood you, Poison Deathrock. You got enough. I do admit, initially your use of Tink had my brain do a weird substitution because it wasn't willing to like property jump into a different form of media, and so it made me think of those shorts online of Lunk rather than Link, and how they like changed the character to better match if he were called Lunk, and they changed his personality to better match if he were called Lunk. Is this Tingle after making a wish to Shenron? I feel like Tingle would have wished to become a fairy specifically, and so no, this just feels like maybe Tingle in his youth. Who is Zorld? I apologize to all the hardcore Tingle fans out there. I'm sure they appreciate the apology. Oh, this acrostic is so good. Track down all the glowing orbs and collect them before time runs out. Rather outstanding name, I must say. Dude. There are dozens of them, literal dozens of them. Shyness, be gone! It's only 10 rupees. Who's up to the challenge? Listen, if you've thrown out my shyness, if you've begoned my shyness, sure, I guess I'll try it. Okay, well, we get that. And then that, and then my guess would be, oop, oh, that is not what I expected to do, but it's working, kind of. Nope, not the part where I can't do anything, because what I was thinking was I would use this. Okay, this is, yeah, this is complicated for me. I need to be able to see better. And I'm a little bit frustrated by that. So I have to... No. This is fine. I'm just gonna try it. You don't need to talk to me. Is this whoever Hollywood picked to play live action Tingle? Yes. Yes, I am fully on board with that interpretation, Poison Darthfrog. This is live action Tingle as per Hollywood. If they can afford Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, they could afford to make your life miserable. The Link image from the movie? That's ringing a bell. But not enough of one. Our goodly friend Google. Okay, so I understand that I need to do that, and then I need to do that, and then I need to actually like correctly do this. Oh, I see. Oh, come on. What? What do you mean? What do you mean I can't hit the wooden platform that's wood? I can only hit the cage. Okay. If your memory is correct, which it clearly isn't, this room might need another item to complete. I think I was only missing 2 that time, and so if I'd actually jumped down from where I was and claw-shotted through both of them, I think I would have done it. Maybe. Unless there's another one. a blonde guy in this exact Link outfit, well then I probably have seen it. Maybe I just erased it with like... Oh my gosh. Please. Please. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't mind this pathing, but I feel like there's a better one. Okay. There we go. Impossible, dude. You can't sotto voce that when you're on subtitles. You still have nightmares of this minigame? Because it's terrible? Because it took me 2 whole tries before I figured out what it wanted from me? I mean... I know that I skipped the Majora's Mask swamp shooting gallery, and so I don't feel like I'm allowed to say anything about this one because I did actually beat it, which means I can guarantee there's a worse minigame in the franchise, according to me. There's probably a worse minigame in this game, according to me. I didn't hate that one. Ah! I've figured out the thing I don't like, though. So upon reflection, this minigame is interestingly representative of Twilight Princess in general, which is a Zelda game that decided to make itself hardcore for no reason because no one asked. And so similarly to how all of its enemies just have the scary turned up to 10 million% when that's never been a thing before, this minigame has a distinction from previous Zelda minigames to the best of my recollection. And that is the timer counts down rather than up. And so for some minigames, if you are racing a clock in Zelda, you are still allowed to finish even if the threshold for the reward has passed because it's just counting. Not for all, but for some. You are still allowed to finish. And still being allowed to finish, even if you do not earn the reward, means you get to actually understand the parameters of the game. And you get to learn, and you get to kind of do it at your own pace. And so, for example, if this had been a clock that counted up rather than counting down and kicking me out of the minigame, I probably would have been able to do it in 2, because I could have gotten every orb the first time and therefore seen them all and therefore figured out what the game wanted from me and then just had to do it. Probably. And so there is actually a distinction to this minigame, which I think makes it more comparable to the shooting galleries than to other minigames, because the shooting galleries are the ones that have hard time limits pretty consistently, because they have a fixed number of targets and they move at a specific pace. So it reminds me a little bit more of a shooting gallery than like any other kind of minigame, and the shooting galleries are my least favorite kind of minigame. Oh, what a happy day this is! The debut of a new star. Yay! Showers of applause all around. To the star I shall give this! Oh, heck yeah! Guys, I can fit more arrows. So he's eventually gonna level up because I beat his game, which means this minigame is gonna suck. Because that was the easy version. And there's gonna be a hard version. Chat, I feel it coming. I think there might be a couple of things that I don't do in this game. Including entertain these fans. Pardon me while I run away. They are literally following me. Chad, they're literally following me. Literally following me. I'm assuming you have nightmares of the harder version, Plumm? It's chat. That's all of us. That's amazing. Mayhaps. I believe you. If there's a harder version, that one kind of sucked. How dare you make Ryan Gosling look bad? That's funny because he actually kind of does have those vibes. Oof. Okay, this is south, right? South. I don't know why I'm here. There's a bug. Is this a bug that I have? Oh. Excuse me, sir. Kindly return. Chat, that is how long it took me to figure out which one was ZR. Because, once again... Come on. Please land. Oop. Too dramatic, Link. Okay, I caught a ladybug. I already caught it. Thanks for the health. That's good. Right, there's the Goron over here. This is weird. I feel like my walkthrough is lying to me. Do we want to leap into the river? That's fun. I didn't realize we could do a river leap there. That would get us back to Lake Hylia. Neat. Oh! There he is. What are you doing here? Sometimes I have to depend on walkthroughs because I don't remember what I've done. So anyway, time to get really annoyed by whatever direction he gives me again. We ran into an NPC in Street Fighter 6 that gave me hardcore magical genie surfer Ryan Gosling vibes, and now I want him on the main roster. Listen, isn't that just Ken? Ryan Gosling is Ken. We meet again. This next is the greatest of the hidden skills I have taught you to this point, and it may test the limits of your endurance. Do you still wish to master it? Sure? I'm not sure I have a choice. Ken doesn't... You're right, his job is beach. Oh, I'm so sorry. Great point, Kate Bloomer. But... does he not give hardcore magical genie surfer vibes? Even though his job is beach? Magical genie surfer and beach, those are basically the same thing. Does Ryan Gosling even have a voice? Poison Darthrog, Ryan Gosling is just a normal Canadian as far as I am concerned. Yes, I know. He's a famous one and he's an amazing actor and all sorts of wonderful things, but like, isn't his voice just Canadian? Being Canadian? This is the greatest skill. Learns how to dodge! That would be the greatest skill, actually. I'm sad because I did commit to this. I wonder what would have happened. Yeah, Ryan Gosling just sounds like a person. And the more I think about it, the more I interact with other people, the more I realize that's because I'm Canadian and he's also Canadian. So he's just a guy. He just sounds like a guy. That's how he got his first ever role in Goosebumps, by just sounding like a person. Just being normal. All you had to do was be normal. Chat. Before we begin, I must test you to ensure you've mastered the backslice. I don't remember the backslice. I don't remember how to do the backslice. I hate the backslice. The backslice is the one that I screwed up like 82 times. That's okay, Poison Darth Frog. It's why I have tea right here. I too can sound like a person occasionally. There's another Canadian Ryan? I can make noise with my body sometimes on purpose. Stan from Gravity Falls. Oh, is he? Styles. I forgot. Okay, so first of all, I didn't know that Ryan Reynolds was Canadian. And I had forgotten that Ryan Styles existed. Styles is American. Okay. I don't know where any of these people are from, chat. Does anyone remember how to do backslice? Nope, that's not it. Okay. Yes, right. Let me see. Nope. Nope. Yep. Ugh, come on. Chat, I don't remember what I did. Come on. It's not continue holding? I'm testing! Okay. Nope. That's not what I'm doing, Link. That's not what we're doing, Link. I might. Okay, so what I remember is it's the press and hold A. So I've remembered that I have to hold the button. He did. He interrupted himself. This guy is so pro. Beavis on a 5-stream streak. So, I got the roll a couple times. And then Link just started jumping randomly and was not paying attention to my, like, directional input, whatever. So I got the roll a couple of times. I still can't describe it, but I remember it's either press A twice and hold it the second time, or it's press A and hold it while doing the thingy. It's fine. And if I do it when I'm, like, behind him enough, like if when I end the roll I'm kind of behind him, I'm supposed to press an attack button, but I don't remember if it's A or B. So we're gonna test that next. Okay, perfect. Honestly, it's kind of valid for this guy to test that I still knew how to do the backslice based on my performance last time. I still feel like we cheesed that pass. Sure, dude. I don't... Like, this is such a great comment. Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. And I just want someone to, like, clip all of the things I said while I was trying to remember how to do that and send it to him in this moment so that he can pull his phone out of his non-existent pocket and check it and be like, oh, I'm actually very wrong and you are not capable. First try once you knew what to do. That's exactly like the claw shot game, Prison Darth Frog. I'm 2 for 2. First try once I actually figured out what on earth I was doing. First try, once I saw that there were things and realized that the hook didn't hit the wood, it only hit the cage. Why? Why would I expect that the claw shot would only grip the cage, given that at all other times it adheres to wooden platforms? What do you want from me, game? Anyways, delightful. The problem is, or at least the problem that I have with this guy, is that none of the skills that he has taught me allow me to one-hit KO a spider any better than a bomb arrow, which means I don't care about what he can teach me. Skeleton breathing ASMR. I have a slightly rephrased version of that question for you, Kate, which is how does a skeleton breathe successfully, given that the skeleton has no lungs or esophagus? I'm pretty sure he's not breathing, and it's just the wind of this storm whistling through his armor and causing it to move slightly because he doesn't have enough body to hold it in place. My fourth hidden skill is the helm splitter. Let it be hewn into your mind. Okay, no, but for real. If you're gonna call a technique a helm splitter, a helm is typically some kind of headgear, like the helmet you're wearing, and a helm splitter, one might expect to be a type of technique that splits said helmet in half. You can't ask me to hew something into my mind. You're asking me to learn how to hew something into your skull. Get it right. The mind and the skull are different. To be fair, he is talking true, so he must have some way of passing air through specific parts of his body. I like to think of that as the spiritual components of him, so the talking actually comes through his incorporeal soul, not through his physical presence. I'm completely riffing this. I don't prefer to think of this guy at all, in fact. Let me hew something into his skull. One moment, please. Please let this be easy. Okay, it's impossible to do a backslice against fully armored enemies that move swiftly in combat. Thank goodness. How come only one of his eyes is turned on? The other one's just got an off switch. Enemies that move sweaty in combat is also pretty good. Against such foes, you must first use a shield attack to make them flinch, but then quickly press A. Does anyone remember what the shield attack command is? You will leap into the air over the enemy's head and grip them with your blade by immediately striking from behind. What was the shield attack? Hold on. Is that the eye that's recording? I remember it wasn't that hard. Okay. Maybe? Oh my gosh. When you just Google the instructions, they give you the instructions for like, doing this on the Wii, which sounds like a nightmare to me, truly and honestly. I did not stop to consider the fact that this thing that I hate going on right now, these training sessions, are probably the better version. And it could have been worse, because I could have been playing this with a Wiimote. Poison Death Frog, thank you so much for redeeming Kaboom! Otherwise known as Dehydrate. We're gonna have some more munchies. I can only assume that means that you have some tasty chips there yourself. Popcorn. I love popcorn. I don't have popcorn, but I love it. So the shield attack, shield bash, whatever, that's the thing we do to the Gorons to make them curl up so we can jump on their back. I think it involved a bumper. Maybe? We'll see. Dang. That was spry. I genuinely don't know if I can do it. Ah. Hello? Yeah, I just didn't know what my subsequent attack was, so I pressed A while targeting you and just happened to yeet to your left? Take this up with the game, honestly, dude. There you go. It worked that time. Impressive. Do not miss your chance to land a helm splitter after your shield attack. Okay. See, that one at least was somewhat reasonable. Mostly because it told me what button to press for the shield attack after we started. I don't keep track of these things. There's still 3 more. I don't want to meet you anymore, dude. I'm tired. He's a very difficult friend to have. But sometimes he's a cute wolf, so I guess that's okay. If this turns into a frustrating stream, I just want you to visualize me scarfing popcorn while watching your misery. That's truly very helpful, Poison Darthbog. Does anyone remember if I got the piece of heart in Lanayru Spring in Lake Hylia? I don't remember. Also, first try once I knew what I was doing. No, that was a second try, and I accept it. That was the second try because I pressed all the buttons correctly. Because you saw me do that. Like, I turned around, I was still targeting him, the arrow was still red. I pressed the A button to do the jump attack, to do the helm splitting thing, and Link just jumped next to him. I can't. I cannot. Yeah. Let's go here. First try that's really a second try after a first try that was really like an 8th try after a first try that was really a 3rd try. It's been a good day so far. Okay, where on Lake Hylia am I though? Because I think I need to get... Oh, come on. I wish I was in any way good at navigating this world, but I don't understand the minimap, I don't understand the symbols on the minimap, and I don't understand the visuals that surround me. And that's okay. Okay. So apparently, there's a piece of heart somewhere in this cave. But mostly what there is some health, even if there isn't a heart piece. Right, this was the cave. Yeah, I see a bunch of claw shot spots. Did I do anything with them? I don't remember if I did or not. Because this was the cave where we were oh so nastily thrown into the body of a wolf. Huh. Chat, there's a door here? Why did it close? Oh, I see. Well then. Always light the torches, chat. We learned this right at the beginning of the game. Always light the torches. How nice to get all my health back after the Poe hunting. How nice to get some bombs. I don't know how many I have, but bomb arrows are very necessary to my continued existence in this game. Ah, a whole $5. So great. Why did the door have to auto-close behind me and terrify me? Oops. I don't know why I keep doing that. Like, you see these, right, chat? Is it not interesting? Hup. Whoop. Yeah, no, right into the water. That's fine. This water probably doesn't have piranhas in it. But it also doesn't have a random being of light anymore because something done did happen to him. And I am worried. At least a little bit. At least as much as I can be. Okay. So. Ugh. Lake Hylia Cavern. I was there last stream. Does anyone else remember where that was? I remember it took some doing to find. Switch! Good boy. Bring back the switch command, and it requires that I drop whatever I'm doing and figure out how to become a fluffy wolf. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Can I do it? Do I even still have... Do I still have switch? Okay, just for the joke. Poison Darth Frog. It is done. Good boy, bad boy. That's funny. Or at least a preliminary version of it is done. It may still get changed. If I think of a better application of it. But the switch command exists again. There it is. Okay. So here's the cavern. I need to be a good boy for this, apparently. That is water. Ah. Looks like this. I don't know what I get for this, but apparently there's... Yup! Ow! I pressed the wrong button, chat. I'm very bad at pressing the correct buttons. Ow. How do do anything. So this feels like this should be. Yeah. This feels like it should be something related to... Yep, the shield attack. Okay. I have to do a shield attack with timing. The with timing part is what's gonna get me. Nope. Got him. Wish I could get these hearts. Okay. We're learning. First try! How do I definitely am going to have to hurt them all. Perfect. I had never seen that enemy before in my life. Basically an Octo Rock, but trickier. I'm not wearing my blue tunic. There's a beehive. Does anyone else see the beehive? I guess it doesn't really matter if I'm wearing my blue tunic or not because I'm exploring. The beehive makes me a little nervous, chat. This is fine. Of course, none of that gets me a heart. How rude. $1. $1, chat. Okay, so that was the next part of our little side quest. Apparently was a stamp. And now we get to try to learn a new weird minigame, probably. Because the thing is, what I'm using the walkthrough for right now is to be like, where do I go? Just tell me where to go to find something interesting. But I'm not actually reading how to do it, which means this is about to be very bad. Do you guys remember? Gosh, it is very misty out right now. This seems awkward. Do you guys remember the bird that lives over here? Yeah, this bird. Y'all remember this bird, right? Plumm has no need to speak to humans. Well, guess what? Ugh. Midnight. Is this good enough for you? Good. I don't have to be a human right now. Which means we can make friends with the bird. I don't know what the bird wants, but we can make friends with the bird. Doesn't that sound exactly up my alley? Befriending a bird? Plumm! With 2 M's. Plumm, I didn't realize you were in this game. Hello, 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 hello. My name is Plumm. I'm really excited about the latest attraction down here at the lake. Want to hear about it? Thing is, Plumm, now you're reminding me of the clown. I would like to listen to the rules. It's all about popping balloons as you move towards the goal. It's stupendous! The balloons are worth different amounts of points. A watermelon is 1, an orange is 3. Plumm! Plumm, look, it's you! You're in this game! His name's Plumm! He said so. He said his name was Plumm. That must be you. Strawberries are worth 10 points. That's a lot. Ooh. Darn tootin' it is. I didn't know you had a blue mohawk, Plumm. Okay, don't hit a wall. I will hit many walls, chat. And none of the fruits he's talking about are plums. Of course not. Why would Plumm ask you to break plums? Press B to start from the beginning. That is a lot of points. What if the wall deserves it? That's a great point. I like the press B to start over. But this feels like a game that's gonna be long. Wait, hold on. I remember that noise. Is he? Do we get a big friend again? Oh my goodness, chat! Amazing. If I were a Zelda NPC, I would totally run an annoying minigame deal or just like do something to impede and irritate the hero for no good reason. Honestly, vibes. Oh boy. Okay. So, got it. These are oranges. Obviously. That's a watermelon. Oh, I see strawberries. I want the strawberry. And now I think I want not the strawberries. Or sorry, not anything but strawberries for a little bit. Whoa! I almost hit a wall. How do I make you go down? Go down! What is wrong with you? Okay, driving this bird is very hard, guys. Of course, the strawberries are risky. Oh! Dang! Why did he do that? So very silly. Okay, I understand the game. I have many opinions right now. Plumm, if you are about to mock me, Plumm, take it back. You're right, it was lame. Why did he turn to the left when I wasn't asking him to turn to the left? First of all, Plumm is definitely an eldritch being. Obviously. He's related to Mallow. Second of all, why would you question balloons? Balloons are great. But third of all, I have to be very clear. Because I was using up and down to kind of direct the bird, but I liked my lineup. after I hit that first strawberry. And so I did not even have my hand on the direction stick, but he veered left and smacked into the wall. So that's something. Yes, I want to go again. I obviously want to go again. This is the best rollover of any minigame that we've had so far, chat. The fact that he tells me I'm lame and then just says, do you want to do it again? And we get to skip most of this. I'm trying to very subtly figure out the controls better. What the heck? I think I have to take his wingspan into account or something, which is trash. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna hit the watermelon. I didn't hit the watermelon. I didn't hit the watermelon, chat. We're coming up on the part that I can't do. Okay, so he does. He's like colliding with the little bit there. You're lame. Would you like a second opinion? I had 5,000 points then? Oh, that's insane. I'm worried about skipping those strawberries, but I kind of feel like I want to. Yes, I want to go again. If I get another run like that before that part, I'm gonna try skipping getting balloons there just so that I can see what else is coming up. So the way to do this is to collect strawberries, obviously. I mean, it doesn't matter what I collect right now because I haven't seen the first strawberry yet. Ugh. There's got to be a way, but I don't know what it wants from me. So he turns left because he hits. Ah! Okay, I think if I line that up correctly and I press the dash at the right time, I think that's how I'm supposed to do it. I would like a first, second, and third opinion from Plumm, and I would like it all to be Plumm telling me that I'm lame. Because genuinely, this is spectacular. An interesting thing about this minigame is it's not getting easier. Like, it's still equally hard for me to figure out how I want to move. I feel a little bit like I'm falling. Darn! I missed the strawberry, guys. That's fine. Oop! I missed a few strawberries, guys. Oh. Well, and then I got a watermelon when I didn't want one. Okay. Let's just try not to hit the wall here. This is a very bad run so far. But we're gonna practice. Okay, interesting. Oh my gosh, the strawberry is all the way up here. Hello? I cannot even see. You gotta be willing to get dramatic. Oh, I have hit watermelons. Okay, there's some strawberries. I am pointing as down as I can point. Okay, this is very hard, chat. That one run where I got 5,000 before I hit the wall. It was so, like, I feel like I can taste the glory of success, and that's a terrible thing to trust in, because this minigame is also quite something. But it has fun music. I will give it that. Hello? I feel like sometimes I have no problems whatsoever with that silly little thing. That like little wooden structure. It's there just to mess you up. And sometimes I have many problems. Woof! Please. I'm skipping that one because I have the wrong angle. If I had a penny for every good minigame Nintendo designed, I'd still be broke. Ugh! Right into the roof. My fault. I was not aimed well for that. This is fine. This is fine. The thing is, I don't hate this minigame, at least not yet. I would not say it's well designed from the perspective of... I mean, I do love how Plumm is laughing at me every time. I love this bird calling me lame, because honestly, Bird, in comparison to you, everything in this game is lame. Like, he's so colorful. I almost wish I could go back and show y'all my reaction to seeing that bird for the first time. Because he just popped down and I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? Is this a new friend? Is this my bestest new friend in all of existence? I love him. And then he just took one look at me and was like, I don't need to talk to humans. I was crushed. I was heartbroken. I love this bird. This is barely an exaggeration, Chad. Is a way to do that. I'm gonna do that. Okay. And so, like, hearing this bird call me lame gives me life. It fuels me. It's the greatest. Ooh. Okay, nope. Well, that's unfortunate. Wait, hold on. Is my score over 10,000? Because if my score is over 10,000, we are flying in the middle. We are taking 0 risks. We are about to be so boring. Oops, we accidentally went up. Please go down, go down, go down. Go down. Just get to the end. Just get to the end. Where's the end? I'm glad that you remember that, because, like, it's visceral for me. I was like, this is the best thing to ever happen to me, and then it crushed me immediately. It was the worst thing to ever happen to me, because this bird did not want to be my friend. And so the fact that I just had to come back as a wolf, chef's kiss. I love it. Best minigame ever. No notes. I mean, many notes. I have so many notes. So many notes. But it was learnable. Like, y'all just watched that process. Probably by the second... It was either the second run or the third one. It was the third run. After I hit the wall enough times that I knew that that was what was happening, I was bouncing and careening, I was like, ah, I see. When he dashes, he streamlines his wings. And so I have to be able to dash through that spot. And then, yes, it took me, like, 12 more tries to do it successfully. But I learned. I did get more than 10,000 points. Thank you so much for giving me a threshold, Plumm. Because many of the mini games here have not given me thresholds. And the ones that do not give me thresholds are very difficult because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, you're the best. You're right. I did confess to being a human. Oh my gosh. Plumm, he's got tsundere energy just like you. Don't think I'm giving you this because I like you or anything. This is the best character. This is the best NPC in this game. The cats are a close second, but this guy's got more dialogue. I love how basically what I've determined in this game is the humans, Plundere. The humans are not worth saving or caring about in any way, shape, or form, but I would do anything for the animals in this game. This is what we've learned. I feel like this bird has my personality, Plumm. I also feel like this bird has your personality. So you're completely hooked now, aren't you? You need to go again, don't you? I do love you, Plumm, but I can't make this the whole stream. The thing is, oh my gosh, I feel like so guilty for having said no to this bird. Peak design right now. Peak NPC design for running a minigame. I feel awful. Awful for having said no. Absolutely awful. The thing is, if I had actually continued trying to hit balloons, my score would have been astronomical, but I basically was like, listen, I am not hitting a wall. That is my only thing, because I cleared the 10, and since I cleared the 10, I needed the reward. I needed to know what it was. We might come back and play this again just for fun, because this bird is delightful. You want to beat the high score, right? No. Oh, I see. No other words, just flies up out of screen. I love this. And Plumbirdie Muffin! Plumbirdie Muffin! Yeah, I don't feel guilty at all for saying no to the creepy clown guy, no matter what the question was. The question would be, would you please save my life? This guy is gonna, like, do something awful to me. I'd be like, but is it part of the main story? This bird? I would die for this bird. Just tell me when. Plumbirdie Muffin, my new best friend. Okay, so for once, I loved a minigame. He didn't fly upward, he just made the world descend beneath him. Oh, yes. Okay, so apparently there's a bunch of stamps. That's what my walkthrough was saying next. So we're gonna be boring and we're gonna go get some stamps. I mean, honestly, I was so successful at that minigame that I feel like I've earned some boring stamp collection. What do you think, chat? Plumbirdie Muffin. This is an interesting thing to be thinking when I literally have the word Moosh next to me here, because I know Moosh is our best friend, but can't Plumbirdie Muffin be our new best friend? Is it worth giving up on Moosh for Plumbirdie Muffin? I mean, like, not giving up completely, obviously. We're still friends with Moosh. But, like, Plamoosh. The oosh part is Birdie Muffin. Plumbirdie Mooshfin. Oop, that's a gate. I deserve boring stamp collection. I just deserve not having anything scary happen to me. So trust me when I say, if there are any spiders, we're leaving. Hold on, can I talk to the chickens? Wow, that bird is really smart. Telling me if I don't got business in this town, everyone's just gonna be getting angry at everyone else. So I'm here like this because I do genuinely believe... Oh, hold on. I think I need to be a horse. I think I need to be on a horse. One moment. Gotta go back. So I need to get into the barn, according to the walkthrough. Where... There's got to be some horse grass somewhere, right? I don't even remember where I left my horse. There's gotta be some horse grass. There's some horse grass in the spring, I think. Just like casually checking to see if there's closer horse grass. But I'm not seeing it. I ran all that way as a good boy because I was a good boy and I was happy about that. And now I have to run all the way back because I wasn't supposed to be a good boy. I was supposed to be on a horse. Great job, Moosh. You're spectacular. Do you move backwards? Okay, you do not, but you do... You are acceptable. You turn around when I press backwards. You do it dramatically, but you do turn around when I press backwards. I hope the goats are all in the pen. Okay. Excuse you? What do you mean? Why aren't you working? It's the way I'm lining up, isn't it? Why is he not... Does he not go over in the daylight? Or in the nighttime or something? Poison Artifact, thank you so much for redeeming seasonal candy. I will eat an Easter egg, thank you. You need to balance all this butter with some chocolate. That's pretty valid. Okay. So I need to get in the barn. Okay, there's a lot of digging, which is good, because we do want to be a good boy as much as possible. Yeah. Chocolate is a palate cleanser for popcorn. Honestly, seems like science to me. Okay. We're gonna wait for daylight, and then we're gonna try jumping over the fence in this direction. I remember having trouble getting out from the other side. I am assuming time passes here. But what if it doesn't? Dang. It does not. Oh, May is well, sorry, May. No, we don't know. Because April is Easter. I do not have any candies queued up for May yet. If you have any suggestions for what season I can call it, because last year, I think May was still Easter. Okay. I'm just gonna go out to Hyrule Field. That's what I'm gonna do. And so I didn't have to think about it, but I have to think about it this time. Is there such a thing as a generic spring candy? Where? Time will not pass in Farron Woods, or in Orden Village, or in Kakariko Village, or in Zora's Domain, or in Hyrule Market, or in the Bubbling Camp. So I am still not far enough away to make time happen. This is extremely silly. Oh good, great, I did bomb those. Star Wars Day, true. Mother's Day, true. And Justin Timberlake announcing its arrival. Hilarious. Okay. Mother's Day doesn't have a very specific candy associated with it, but I do remember I've done before where I've just asked my mother what kind of candy I should eat for the season of May. I could do that again. I have like 2 whole moms. I have a mom and mother-in-law for clarification. I could ask them both for their advice on candy. And then, like a good daughter, I could take my mom's advice for Mother's Day and actually eat that candy. I mean, I say like a good daughter. Relationships with parents are complicated. I happen to love and delight in both my mom and my mother-in-law. Candied ramen noodles for Justin's hair? Okay. Spectacular suggestion. Where do I get those? I've never even heard of those. Hello, Loki. How are you? I'm waiting for it to be day. Is it working? Is it day yet? Excuse me, Giant Castle. I would like it to be daytime. Can you assist? I'm gonna run this guy over. Might have to run this guy over a few times. want him to hurt my horse, you know? That was a very impressive dismount. I don't know how I did it. Why were you just running immediately? Chad, I have no idea what I did, but it looked so cool. I looked like I really knew what I was doing, and I do not. Please don't assume anything about my skill based on what you just saw me do for this. That was entirely inaccurate, non-representative. I just want it to be day. I am certain Hyrule Field gets the day-night cycle. Is it weird that those little, like, bomblings that are running around, like, I find them adorable and I want to adopt one? They're clearly prey animals. And, like, just look at him scavenging. He's just so there. I kind of love him. First try without even trying. Unlike our first try that was our third try, or our first try that was our, like, let's not even talk about how many tries it took for the fruit. I just saw my shadow do a full, like, cycle around. Is anyone else very suspicious of whatever that cloud is? Like, it definitely looks like there's something on the cloud. There's something going on with that cloud in the distance. Anyway. It is almost daylight. Ugh. Love that little guy. I don't want to bug you, and so you might want to move. So that you're not, like, in my way when I start running. Sleep time! Thank you very much for stopping by, Plumm, and thank you for being my new best burb friend. I hope you have a nice night and that you rest well. Ugh. Is anyone else annoyed by the way they do dashing in this game? Like, I understand that it's going to be faster, but did you have to hurt the field of view with your dash lines? Like, it makes it significantly harder to see. And if that's more realistic, I don't care, because I didn't want realism in my fantasy adventure game. No one asked for that. I say no one asked for that. At the time, there probably was a backlash against Wind Waker, and so there probably were people asking for this game, and there are probably people who love it. But I would never have been someone who asked for a game like this, which means I can tease it about that as much as I would like. Okay. It is now daylight. This is important. I better be able to get onto the farm. Oh, good. I think it seems probable that the gate is not jumpable in an inwards direction. 1 second. Goats are allowed to see me transform, right? Is the dude here, though? Goats are allowed to see me transform. Goats are a little bit afraid of me. Oh! Goats are aggro on me. Well, that's rude. Why was the goat aggro on me? I didn't do anything to him. I was never going to hurt him. Ooh. Lots of rats. What kind of thing? Oh, that's just a chew. Okay, that's fine. I was like, what is this? Like slithery. Whoa, he's shiny. Is it normal to see shiny chews? Hold on one second. Lamp oil, purple. I would like to have an empty bottle right now, please. Please and thank you. What is this? Rare chew jelly. Chad, I'm glad I noticed the sparkles. Apparently this is a good item. Who knew? I don't even remember what I had on that anymore. Oh, I had the lantern. Which matters, because there are torches to be lit. Hip. Hip. Light the torches. Always light the torches. I say this as someone who loved the game, yes. But even I'm wondering if the title Twilight Princess was secretly a reference to all the fans clamoring for edginess. Okay, princess, you can have some Twilight. Amazing. You want edginess, your majesty? Here you go. I genuinely don't think Nintendo would have had that attitude, but like, I find that hilarious. Break them all! Ooh, money. I have 483. Okay, we're just gonna miss that twice. It's fine. I didn't need to successfully get that pot. I'm fine, chat. Totally and completely fine. Okay, so I got the stamp off the farm. South Farron Woods. Why is it so hazy? Okay. We are going to physically put ourselves somewhere where the goats can't see us this time. The Morton Salt Girl! Hello, Morton. Oh, that's so cute. Is that a red panda holding a heart? I am in love with that. That is a very cute emote. I could call you Saltine. I'm realizing. Warp. I can call you Salty. That's a cute one. Okay, South Farron Woods. Is that this one? I mean, why am I warping here? You weird walkthrough. I just walk. So silly. But I don't know where the stamps are if I just... I think I'm just going... I think I'm just going out the way I did before. Am I not? Am I genuinely just going out the way I was before? This is hilarious to me. My day was actually quite good. And I hope everybody else's was too. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. I got to do some work from home today, which is unusual for me because I have a job that's very much hands-on with a lot of product and involves like assisting a lot of people, and so it can be tough, but I basically had a whole bunch of buildup of stuff that needed like spreadsheet work and concentration and like some of the data analysis side of things. And I had made a determination that if I went into office and then tried to do that, I would just get nothing done. So I stayed home and got it all done at home. And I did get it all done, and I'm very happy with that. And I'm even happier because I also took the next 2 days off. And that is mostly because I worked last weekend 30 total hours of overtime to try and get some very important stuff done. And so I deserve a little bit of time off, which is great. But it means that today was very relaxed and very easy, and I'm quite happy with it. How was your day, Salty? Not too many fallen trees or branches. That's cool. Hold on, I have to take direction from a walkthrough that is not able to provide me with pictures because they are silly. Southeast. Okay. Are you serious, dude? I am a wolf. I could do this all day. Thanks for the money, though. Yay for getting it done! And for days off! Thank you, you are so sweet. Ooh. This looks suspicious. Yep. I deserve a day off with my boring stamp collection. You're right. I do deserve this. I deserve a day of boredom, truly and completely. I feel bad because there's a lot that I'm leaving undone, but if I waited until like I was finished all of the immediate needs, like that's what I've been doing for the last year. It does not stop. There's just the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. And so, I don't know about anyone else, but like, I'm not planning to never take a day off again, so needs must. That's okay, Monday's not that far away. I'm sure people can wait. Uh-oh. I think I would like to be a human for this. Okay, so there's a rat. There's another rat. I see a red shoe. I see a money chest. Yeah, this is not what I'm here for, but that's okay. I see so many keys. Oof. Several things happened at once there. Come on. Well, of course there's a plant. Oh, there are several plants. Okay, this is fine. I think we killed everything in the room, chat. Just as a guess. Oh look, there's another little chest here. I cleared it with the boss. You can take 2 months off. Don't ask them about it though. It's been hard to get all urgent things done before taking a day off. It actually really is. And this isn't the first time I've had to do this, but like it was the same kind of both times I've tried to manage this, because obviously if I was going to be working from home today and taking 2 days off, that meant yesterday got really complicated because I basically had to be like, okay, listen, if it can't wait till Monday, I have to do it today, what are my must-dos? And that meant that, like, there's a lot that I have to fit in. That's not to say that, like, it's not possible, but that is to kind of be like, just take your time off when you need your time off, guys. Because it's important. My other option... Look at it! I got a stamp for being a good boy! It's a wolf! Oh, I didn't know there was a wolf. They'd all been letters. I didn't realize that there were stamps I was actually gonna want. So good. So good. I love. Okay, Great Bridge of Hylia. Yeah, I remember this. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you want to get a really dumb stamp that we don't really care about, but that is going to be really hard? A wolf! Just a wolf. I don't think I have the wolfie. Oh no. Okay, Great Bridge of Hylia. I think that's that way. Which means my options are taking Moosh or taking myself. Depending. You can do it! I believe in you. Please be safe on the transit. I hope everything goes okay. And thank you for stopping in. It was wonderful to see you. I think I'm gonna choose my friend Moosh this time. Hi, Moosh. Okay, I have claw shot, I have bow. That'll be good enough. I'm gonna go this way. Sir, you don't have to run away. I like that he just froze when he got afraid. That is the correct thing to do. Because I would never hurt him if I had any choice. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That is clearly a prey animal. Whatever that, like, bombling is, clearly a prey animal. Penny Parker? Oh. Great, please. Okay. So this is where we're going. I don't actually know who that is, I don't think. I would have to look them up. Oh, not close enough, huh? Okay. Pretty sure I need to go to where I got the postal before. Oh, come on. I remember this being ridiculous last time. I'm gonna have to look that up, aren't I? Huh. Okay, so the quickest Google search in the universe tells me that Penny Parker is an operator of a spider suit. Alternate timeline of Peter Parker, that makes sense. Spider theme but more cutesy, a mech that's spider shaped. Spider-Man's aesthetic. Okay, so I've never actually seen the mech. That is actually a very interesting question. I understand how your brain got there now. Not that I, like, didn't understand before, but, like, I definitely understand how your brain got there now, because I have spent a lot of time and attention talking about spiders. in the recent past. And so that does make sense. Okay. Let me look that up. Images. Ah, I see what you mean by cutesy. Yeah, alright. Vague spider resemblance, but everything's very rounded and it's not very pointed. Hello, Ruby Wolf. Welcome in. It's lovely to meet you. Okay, so that's an interesting one, Poison Darth Frog, because, like, overall, I would say it depends on how it moves. Because that's usually the thing that gets me about spiders, is if they move like spiders, there's like a specific type of knee. But I will say that, like, there are obviously different types of spiders. I am certain y'all have seen the image online of the spider that like went viral a number of years ago because it was just so cute. It had eyes like saucers and it was so fuzzy and little. And I actually don't mind that spider because it is very rounded and it did not feel like a threat. And so it is something about specifically the type of spider, because if you did not know this, let's all learn something together that I had to learn through like vile nightmares. There are different like categories of spider. There's burrowing spiders, and so that's like a tarantula. Those ones tend to be very furry and they tend to be very like thick, if that makes sense. And then there's also hunter spiders, and hunter spiders viscerally always set off my arachnophobia. I cannot look at, experience, see anything to do with a hunter spider. I would suggest that a way of understanding them is pointy. They tend to be very pointy. They're the ones that have, like, they look like the spiders in this game. That's, like, the spiders in this game are hunter spiders. Like, I will tell you that right now. And, bleh. And then there's the third type of spider, which I don't remember right now, but black widows fit into this. They're very, like, sleek. And those ones often set me off. And the thing about Spider-Man and about Peter Parker is, in general, the aesthetic, like the spiders that are pictured on the suit, tend to be the third type. They tend to fall into the category of, like, that's what a black widow looks like, as opposed to that's what a tarantula looks like. So whatever that third type is tends to be the aesthetic of Spider-Man, like comics and media and whatever. That being said, the actual spider that bites Peter Parker in most movies that show that is a hunter type spider. So Peter Parker just doesn't understand spiders very well when he makes his own suit. Clearly. Because why would anything but a hunter spider actually go out of their way to bite you? That's the point. That's what they do. Ugh. Blech. So, it really depends on how that mech moves, because there's nothing about the aesthetic of the mech. There's a couple of things that help it. First of all, it is very rounded, which means it lends itself towards burrowing spiders, and burrowing spiders only scare me in proximity. I can look at an image of a burrowing spider and mostly control the visceral reaction that I have. If there were a burrowing spider, even if it were friendly and had its teeth removed and was in a cage, if there were one right here, I'd still be having that reaction because that's too close. It's not going to work. But for the most part, I'm a little bit better at controlling my reaction to burrowing spiders, and so that mech looks most like a burrowing spider, but it also, at least from the images that I'm seeing, isn't always, like, connected to itself, so it's not like a cohesive unit, and that actually helps it quite a lot. But if it moves like a spider, I'll probably have to be careful about catching it out of the corner of my eye, is pretty much what it comes down to. Wheels on its legs, it might just vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. It does feel like they put a lot of work into making that spider mech look nothing like a spider that would scare anybody, which is the exact opposite of the work that this game did. This game was like, how do we make it even spiderier to terrify small children and also grown adults? This game does not like me. I love the idea of wheels on its legs. Ah! Okay. So that was a problem because I did aggro like 2 of them when I landed, and Wolflink is not particularly well set up for this. What do you think, chat? Should we try some shooting practice? It's really tricky with the way these guys move. Yeah. I just broke a torch. My bad. I hope I didn't need it. Snipe him out of the sky! I can try that. I think if I move a little bit closer, I'll have more luck with the bow. I just need to... Oop! That one noticed me. Oh, come on. Just let go a little late. Oh, too high. Oh, I got one. Oh, he didn't move the way I thought he would. The problem is I keep changing my mind on what I want to aim at. And that is my own fault. Come on. Too low. This is interesting. Haha. Because I feel like I can see when I have a good lineup. It's just not happening very often. Dang, yo. Problem is, they are not dying. Oop. So we're just gonna brute force it. Come on. Ooh. I'm frozen! Oh no! It's fine. Okay, so the fire ones I can stab anyways. These ones, not so much. Which is fine, because we can do things about that. Well, that was definitely faster. I enjoyed attempting the sniping. Rip torch. I don't need a torch. Where we're going, we don't need to see. I mean, we probably do need to see. Oh, you think maybe the rock was in too close proximity? Because it sure felt like he had an ice shield, and that was okay too. Like, it would be valid. I think that there's... Is there a game where this happens? So in Ocarina of Time, when you first meet Bubbles, this is where, like, the learning process comes in. Like, these games evolve, but they love repeating enemies. So when you first meet Bubbles, which I'm pretty sure is in Ocarina of Time, you can't hit them with a sword without them hurting you back. And so, like, you could technically kill a fire bubble, but he'd light you on fire. And so you'd burn and do those little, like, where you lose a few ticks of heart because you let yourself be lit on fire. And so that's why you're supposed to use the hook shot to pull them out and then hit them, or you're supposed to use the bow to shoot them. And in Ocarina of Time, I spent a lot of time trying to hit Bubbles with a bow as much as I could. And then I think Majora's Mask was the introduction of the bubbles that, like, confuse you and make you go in opposite directions. If that wasn't Majora's Mask, it was definitely Wind Waker, and I hated those. And so once again, it was like teaching me, don't let these things close enough to you. You shouldn't you shouldn't deal with them with a sword. And so for this one, I was like, well, the fire one's probably just gonna light me on fire. And so I was willing to do that. But the ice one, when I like kept hitting something, which may have been the rock, I was like, maybe he's shielded and I can't actually hurt him and I'm going to have to blah 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 blah. But like, to be fair, I'm not very good at the combat. We all know this. That's still a torch, right? Gosh, it doesn't even look like a torch from here. Well, let's chuck a rock just to feel a bit better about ourselves. That's fine, we got a stamp that I don't care about because it's just the letter M. Silly, silly. You were trying to remember which NPC was named Bubbles. That sounds adorable. Listen, it would have been adorable. Not as adorable as Plum Birdie Muffin. Nope, Bubbles is the type of enemy it's called, I'm pretty sure. Like, those were fire bubbles and ice bubbles as far as I am concerned. If they have real names, I'm not sure I care. But I think they're called Bubbles. I don't think I'm making that up out of nothing. I might be making that up out of nothing. I swear I've seen it written before. And I don't know what the type is called that, like, makes all of your directions swap. But I think that that's their name. So not an NPC, unfortunately. Would have been so much better if it was. Can you imagine? Okay. So. Hylian letter M. Great. Area just west of Castletown. So that involves crossing the bridge. Well, I guess we can be a good boy. I think I'm supposed to go this way, right? Jeez. No thank you, other puppies. No thank you, bone boys. Excuse me, but I am just trying to exist. Ugh. Those guys annoy me. I would like the crows to leave me alone. I am just a harmless dog. I need this guy to not shoot me in the back with a fire arrow. More bone puppies! If I don't hurt you, will you not hurt me? Ooh. Gosh, Wolflink is hard to control when you dash. Hello? Thank you, Minna. I hate it when their invincibility wrecks my attack. Okay. So I'm being told there's a ledge here with vines. Is that a golden bug that I've caught before? Yes, no, maybe so? This is definitely going to be the last thing I get to do tonight, so, like... Hold on. Boomerang, please. Because there is absolutely a golden bug up there. Hello. Bug! I caught a flutterby. Oh, this one's your favorite Zelda game? That's very sweet. I would say... So I think of Zelda as kind of two different categories of game. There's the two-dimensional ones, which are primarily fairly flat mapped. That's like the original Zelda or A Link to the Past, etc. And then there's the 3D Zeldas, which started with Ocarina of Time, where there's like a camera looking up, looking down, that type of POV. And so my favorite 2D Zelda, as I call it, is A Link Between Worlds for the 3DS. And my favorite 3D Zelda, as I call it, is Wind Waker. So as you might guess, the transition from Wind Waker into this game is fairly harsh as a drop, because Wind Waker is cutesy and adorable at all times, even when you are like absolutely murder tanking a boss. It's just a very sweet game, very funny, and the best thing about it are Link's eyes when you make him swing a sword that's twice as big as he is. It's so funny. So I love that game and everything about it, and then I transitioned and started playing this game. I've actually never played this game before, so I'm like fully just seeing what happens, and it's been rough because it's scary. just a bit of whiplash, just a smidge of like, what is this game? Oh, there are vines here. Oh, I could have done that. I was like, I can't get up there to where the bug is, but I was wrong. That's the charm. Of course it's the charm. Ah, 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count as to where I'm probably gonna find the thing that I'm trying to do. Gee. Spooky, scary skeletons sent shivers down my spine. Uh-oh. 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 I need to be a human. One moment, please. Thank you. I would like to be a human. Please and thank you. Because I need this. They don't put it back on, right? Oh, good. They are a little bit silly. Whoop! He got me. That's fine. I will take that, please and thank you. I kind of love making these guys angry. It's more than a little bit hilarious. But I do feel like at some point they are going to start putting these back on. There's so many. They are just charging blind now. And they're not nearly as good at hurting me when they don't have armor. Voila! Ocarina is a classic. I've been playing, so Ruby, since you maybe haven't been around for like a whole long time, I have actually been playing through my entire Zelda collection starting from the beginning, just trying to play every game. And this is as far as I've made it so far. They're all, oh my gosh, Angry Link! Some of these stamps are amazing. What are with these ones that are letters? So I tried 100%ing the original game, which I'd never played before, and I just tried, and thanks to Saladan Beavis, who is an occasional viewer in my chat, I beat the game because he just told me what to do all the time. Then I played Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, which was ridiculous. I swear I spent like 6 streams straight just grinding one screen of Octorocks until I was level 9 on everything because I just could not handle anything. And then I got into the games that I actually liked, and so it started taking me a little longer, but I've made it through everything up to Twilight Princess. But previous to that, Wind Waker is actually like, I had played A Link to the Past before, I'd played Ocarina of Time before, I'd played Majora's Mask before, I'd played Wind Waker before, and I'd played A Link Between Worlds a lot because I'm primarily a handheld gamer. Like in my spare time, I don't do as much console gaming, so I had more of the handhelds. And so I've experienced so many Zelda games for the first time. Like the Oracle's games are insane, I think. I did not help my case with that. Bad boy stamp. He's an angry boy. So good. It's true. We got the good boy stamp. Now we have the bad boy stamp. That's important. And also, now it's after my time. So I'm probably going to save. I realize I haven't saved yet this stream. Very unsafe. You haven't played any of the Switch ones except Echoes, which you did enjoy. I'm really looking forward to when I eventually play Echoes. I've had it for a long time, and I haven't really done very much with it. But I think, probably, because I'm playing a lot of Zelda. Spirit Tracks! Hilarious. But I am committed. I'm committed to trying. This might be the first game that I quit rather than 100%ing because I have been told there is a spider boss and I'm not actually certain that I have the capabilities to beat it. So I might have to rope a friend into doing that one for me just so that I can keep playing the rest of the game. But I have a few more things to do before we get that far anyways. I just, like, I have to surrender to the things that I know are not reasonable. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We did all right. I feel like there's still a fair amount of side questing that is going to be required. Oh, thank you. You gotta set your limit. Set your limit. Play within it. Very, very ridiculous. But in general, I love the Zelda franchise. I've been really enjoying experiencing some of these games for the first time because I own them and I've never played them. So if you're interested in a little more side questing in Twilight Princess, hopefully with no spiders, or if you're interested in eventually continuing the story, again, hopefully with no spiders, there will definitely be spiders, but hopefully we'll avoid them as much as possible. I do stream Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Southern Ontarian girly here, so that's my time zone. I try to stream every Wednesday night. I know I've had a few nights that I've had to take off. Fingers crossed that I'll do okay for the month of May. We shall see. But I intend to be here same time next week. So same time, same place if you want to hang out, do a little bit more side questing, because apparently there's just a load of stamps that we've been ignoring. And trust me, I understand why. Fighting the bubbles has been quite something. But that's going to be the stream. We caught a bug. We did things. We got a couple. You know what? We made a new best friend. Plumm Birdie Muffin, our new best friend. Thank you very much for being here, Poisoned Earth Frog. We're going to see, yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop by Tanuki Dan tonight. He's doing some retro stuff, it looks like. Illusion of Gaia. Which, like, retro's a vibe. So we'll pop over there and just say hello if you're interested in joining the raid. No pressure. Bug! You're right, there is a bug, but I caught that bug already. And that's what's important. If you're interested in joining the raid, please do, but obviously no pressure. There's a raid message. You can take, you cannot take, fully up to you. Doesn't matter much to me. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Congrats on those who got stream streaks. And I think I feel like I saw SNK and Beavis. Doesn't matter. And thank you very much to Plumm for the resub, and to our new best friend Plumm Birdie in the game, who's the best NPC. That was a delightful day. I hope y'all had fun, and thanks so much for coming to hang out. So I hope you have a good time, but as always, until I see you next time, that dude's gonna try to shoot me. One moment, please. As always, until I see you next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful weekend, and as always, keep it cute. Bye, folks.